And welcome again. Today, stubborn is the watchword. This is my Rolls Razor. I've done several attempts to make this sucker shave ready. Last time, with a little bit of care and understanding and a whole bunch of work on it, I managed to get, I won't say excellent shave, but certainly an acceptable shave. I'm also trying Nancy Boy Shave Cream. If you saw the last video, you just watched me lather this up. So, if you're curious about a little more on the history, or the how-to, actually, history, forget it, I didn't do anything in the history. I do have a video of how this is pulled out of its box. It's got its own little hone sharpening system. It's a very cool system. It's just, last couple of times I've tried it, it hasn't really worked for me. Now there are some in the community who absolutely love these to death. So with that much fandom for it, I figured maybe I'm being unfair, so I've touched it to my 16,000 shafting glass and did a little more aggressive work with the honing stone and the strop in the box to see if I can get this up and running. So let me just get a little water on my face here. Without further ado, we'll get this underway. And this is the Nancy Boy soap. And that actually goes on really nice. That feels really good. It's got a nice menthol tingle to it. You Proraso guys probably know about this. Just need to adjust my mirror because I'm blind at the moment because the camera's in the way. And let's just stop that. Sorry about that noise. Okay. Yeah, much better when I can see. Go figure. If you've never tried shaving with a camera in the middle of your mirror, I highly don't recommend it. Anyway, according to the instructions on the Rolls Razor, it's almost parallel. As close to parallel as you can get it to your face. So it is working. I get the feeling I'm going to be hamburger on this one. I'm also using a very light touch. Partially because I don't trust this thing. And it doesn't feel bad, it just, well, it feels off. Maybe it's because it's just a different system. Now, as for the Nancy Boy soap, that seems to be holding up quite nicely. And actually, first pass, I'm starting to get over that. That's getting too dry. Sort of drying out the bowl. For you newcomers, something to watch for when you start putting this on. If it starts doing Of course, I stupidly slathered this on before I get a chance to show you. The one thing I watch for is if it starts breaking into like a ragged edge as you're coming up, as you sweep, particularly if you've got, let's see if I can, this nice straight line here, if you come up and it starts doing a more extreme version of what you see there, that little rake, you'll actually see it skip and drop. Hopefully, if I go back to the video, I'll be able to point it out. It's usually a pretty good sign that your lather's gotten dry. Dry means less lubrication means bad things happen. Okay, against the grain. More grabby than I like. Well, if you're tuned in for blood, here's the spot where if it's going to happen, it'll happen. One thing about the Nancy Boy, and I've had this issue with other menthol creams as well, is I find that the cooling effect, which, while absolutely fantastic, can mask the fact that you've done damage, or you're doing damage. I can pick up on the fact I'm about to cause myself laser burn pretty quick when I don't have something giving me that wonderful cooling, tingly sensation. Now, that's not to say that this is bad. And certainly the lubrication is certainly worthwhile. Did not too bad on the cheeks. One spot on my neck. Actually, both sides of my neck. It's probably because I'm being a little conservative. I'm gonna hate myself for this in the morning. I know this is a bad idea. My brain says stop. I'm an idiot. Yeah, that's as close as I'm going to get there. Well, I could get closer, but I don't think I could do it without blood. So, as you can see, it is possible to shave with one of these guys. Actually, close. So, can it? Yes. I'm not sure if I've just got a bit of a grumpy one. I've done everything short of, well, sending this back to Rolls Manufacturing itself, who no longer exist, and say, would you mind retuning this for me? If you do get one on eBay, or garage sale, whatever. I think do it with the understanding that it may be something that you can use, but I wouldn't depend on it. And like I said, I've had some people say, they're absolutely fantastic. I've had others say, not so much. Now, on the other side, the Nancy Boy cream has done me quite well. I said my only issue is I'm not a big fan of the menthol stuff, but I can definitely feel the moisturizing properties of that, and it certainly is a comfortable enough shave. So if you're into cream and you're looking for cream, certainly give that a shot. I have no problem recommending that to a first timer. It's easy enough to lather, it's easy enough to proportion. Definitely a thumbs up at this point. I'll be running that one a little bit longer to give it a bit more time to get used to it and see what I think of it in a bit more of a long-term test, but there you go. And for you who were hoping, sorry, no blood, maybe next time. Later, keep them sharp. Check out Wicked Edge on Reddit.